Hello ladies and gentlemen, Pork Chopper here, and today is another best cards video showcasing some cards which can be good for a specific role. I have like 8 of these kind of videos to do, so stick around for all of those. The best card for the jungler role is already up on my channel, linked down below and also at the end of this video, so please do check that out after this video. In today's video we're going to be covering the best cards for the offlane role in the game. Now first, as a disclaimer, this isn't all the cards for offlaners, just some essential ones you can have the option to use, and also giving detail on them to make sure you understand their effects even better. If you enjoy this series, I may do a similar one talking about the best gems, so comment down below your favourite offlane cards and heroes, and if you want me to do a gem video too. So we're going to do this roughly in power order, so talking about the early game cards first, then slowly going up to the end game cards. The affinity will be stated for each card, while the stats will also be on screen while I explain it, so you can look at them at your own pace. For the offlane role, it will be mainly early to mid game cards that can help you sustain and keep really good hero experience and gold, even if denied farm by the enemy safe lane duo. So first up we have Exoskeleton, costing 1 vitality and is in the growth affinity with their passive hero block. Reduced damage taken from enemy heroes by 8, so if they are dealing 60 basic damage to you, it would now be 52 instead. It also counts for ability damage. One of the first cards you would want to pick as an offlaner to help you survive against a very aggressive safe lane duo. You wouldn't keep it for too long, as the damage increases this card does not scale well, but for the first 5 to 10 minutes it's definitely one of the best offlane cards out there. Next up is Coin Master, costing 1 vitality and also in the growth affinity with the passive Wealthy. Gain bonus gold every 10 seconds, this gold is increased while out of combat. As an offlaner you won't get as many last hits and most of the time being under your tower out of combat, so this card is a must if you want to keep up with gold. Just remember to play it smart so you're always out of combat when you need, and you'll get twice the amount of gold every 10 seconds. It may not seem that much, but it adds up to around 500 to 1000 gold in the first 10 minutes. Next up is a consumable Rejuvenator, costing 200 gold and gives you 12 health regen and 10 mana regen for 10 seconds. It's a very simple card for the early game in the knowledge affinity. If you feel like you are struggling a lot and need this card to keep you alive, then just buy it. Not my first choice because how much gold it costs, but an option nonetheless. Then we have Advanced Evolution, costing 1 intellect in the knowledge affinity with the passive Restorative Learning. Restore 5% max health and mana per second for 3 seconds after leveling up. Of course, in the offlane you'll be leveling up a lot more compared to that safe lane duo, and this card will give you a little help keeping your health and mana topped up. If you have the knowledge affinity selected, I would recommend this card. Now one of my personal favourite offlane cards in the growth affinity is Green Sprint, costing 3 vitality and gives you the passive that gives you an extra 8.4 health regen while out of combat. It's an amazing card if you are poking the enemy safe lane duo trying to get a few last hits. You then retreat to your tower and wait a few seconds, and then you'll be getting a lot more regen to fill your health bar back up. This is for more an offlane kind of hero, like a Greystone this card would be perfect for, to be a huge pain that never goes away. I keep this card for the first 15 minutes or so, as out of combat I'm getting like 12 to 15 regen altogether, which is insane, so I would highly recommend this card if you do have the growth affinity. Then we have Armoured Footman, and it's costing 1 vitality and is in the Ord affinity with their passive Lucky Block. 20% chance to reduce basic damage taken by 50. I'm not too much of a fan of this card because it's just luck. This you can reduce basic damage a lot. I feel more safe cards like Exoskeleton is worth it, but that's only my opinion. You may find it more useful, but it is made with the offlaner in mind. Tower Strider is a very simple card, again very cheap, only 1 vitality, and is in the Death affinity. It gives you 90 move speed when near a structure, nice to keep agile, and is only in the tower's range, so once you leave the tower's range you lose the speed buff. Nice to get back into your lane quicker as you pass towers, or again if against a safe lane duo poking you a lot, this can help dodge and be a lot more responsive to their advances. Fun fact too is, as I'm showing you, that this even works on enemy towers, so if you want a tower dive being a greystone, this card is really useful there too. The next card is Soldier of Fortune, costing 4 intellect and is in the knowledge affinity. It has the active golden touch. You can destroy a target minion for some bonus gold and experience. It costs 75 mana and 90-second cooldown. I wasn't too sure if I wanted to add this card to the list, but I thought it could be useful if you are offlane that needs to level up quickly and farm efficiently as possible, like a Wukong, or say you are behind in farm because you had a bad early game and you know you need to play safe to catch up. Then this card can help you catch up quicker while playing safe in your lane, slowly pushing and farming it. Now another personal favourite here is Living Guardian, costing 1 vitality in the Chaos Affinity, and has the passive Fortifying Strikes. Basic attack hits grant a stack of basic armor for 10 seconds, can stack up to 10 times, so the highest you could get is 20 basic armor. This is a really nice card for any melee offlaner. Once you can get a few of these stacks on, you are surprisingly a lot more tanky, and if getting a gank from your jungler, you can jump in with very little worry. And if you're a greystone, this card is a beast too, but really any melee hero like a Fen Mao or Quan, if you have chosen the Chaos Affinity, I would pick this card up and honestly keep it for a decent amount of the game. And finally we have Swamp Stalker, costing a whole 7 agility in the Death Affinity. It has the passive Isolate, deal 35 bonus basic damage to enemy units without a nearby ally. In the offlane, most of the game you are going to be alone, but with the cost of this card, it's going to be a more mid to late game card. So it's for more split pushing offlaners. Even though that's for a different video I have planned, I just thought I would add this card in because how damn good it is at helping you clear waves quickly and you are mostly isolated in the offlane. But that about does it for all the offlane cards. Like I said, I did the jungle ones shown on screen and linked below. But this video was more showing a variety of early to mid game cards to help you as an offlaner farm, stay alive and be aggressive when your jungler turns up to gank. But thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.